This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and today we are looking at two stories that, on their own, might read as small. A school principal shows off a signed photo. An actress asks a photographer to stop crouching. Neither sounds like industry news. But placed side by side, they start to look like two data points in a much larger pattern. Let's start with the number. 30 was the request. A school principal, hoping to use signed photos for an alumni event or a fundraising raffle, asked Zhang Linghe's team for 30 autographed photos of their most famous former student. The answer that came back was not 30. It was not even close to 30. According to accounts shared by the principal himself during a school lecture, Zhang Linghe's representatives declined the request outright, citing internal team policy. What Zhang Linghe did provide instead was narrower and, in a strange way, more personal. 2 signed photos, each with a handwritten dedication, one for the principal and one for his former homeroom teacher from his final year of high school. No other signatures were given. That's the part worth sitting with for a second. A public figure with enough reach to fill a stadium said no to a bulk request and yes to 2 specific people who mattered to him personally. Now hold that thought, because on the other side of the industry, a different kind of no was happening. Actress Tian Xiwei was spotted at a public event being photographed from an unusually low angle. Multiple photographers, working the kind of freelance shooter circuit that supplies candid images to fan accounts and gossip pages, had crouched down to shoot upward. Tian Xiwei was in a dress at the time. Video circulating afterward shows her pausing, looking directly at the person filming, and calmly repeating the same request twice: "Please don't crouch down to take photos." No raised voice. No scene. Just a boundary, stated plainly, on camera, in front of everyone. 2 artists. 2 completely different situations. One managing a request for autographs. One managing a photographer's angle. But watch what happens when you line them up. In both cases, the public asked for something the artist had every legal right to give: a signature, a photo opportunity, and in both cases, what the artist actually gave was smaller and more deliberate than what was asked for. Zhang Linghe's team didn't refuse out of hostility. They refused because, as fans online quickly pointed out, uncontrolled signature distribution has a well-known downstream problem: signed photos get resold. A limit isn't rudeness. It's a policy designed to keep an artist's likeness from becoming inventory in someone else's resale business. Tian Xiwei's request wasn't about hostility either. It was about a much more physical version of the same issue: who controls the angle a body is photographed from, and what happens to that image once it exists. A low-angle shot of someone in a dress isn't just an aesthetic choice. It's a choice that can produce an image the subject never consented to, one that can circulate long after the moment itself is forgotten. That's the curiosity gap here. This isn't really a story about a school reunion or a red carpet. It's a story about consent architecture, the increasingly deliberate ways artists and their teams are drawing lines around how their image gets produced, copied, and spread, long before that image ever reaches a fan's phone screen. Go back to the principal's story for a second, because there's a second layer to it that most retellings skip. Zhang Linghe's old high school, Tianyi Middle School, was also planning to invite him back for its 80th anniversary celebration. He didn't attend. The stated reason wasn't scheduling or scandal. It was security. The school reportedly didn't have the manpower to manage the crowd his presence would draw. The principal even joked, half self-deprecating, that if security had been stronger, an appearance might have boosted local business around the school. That detail matters, because it reframes the autograph story entirely. This isn't an artist who's distant from his roots. Former classmates and teachers describe him as someone who still visits during holidays and is spoken of at his old school as a source of pride. The boundary he drew around the autographs wasn't about keeping people out. It was about making sure the version of generosity he offered stayed on his own terms, protected from resale, rather than being generous in a way that could be exploited by someone else downstream. Now bring that back to Tian Xiwei. Her situation carries the same logic, just applied to a different threat. Fans who reacted to the footage online drew a direct line to a broader pattern, since a viral photo of another public figure caught in a similarly low, invasive angle circulated widely, this style of shooting has reportedly become more common among freelance photographers chasing exclusive-looking candid shots. In this specific case, Tian Xiwei's calm correction wasn't an overreaction to one photographer. It was a response shaped by an environment where this particular kind of image taking has become normalized enough that it needed to be addressed directly, on camera, in the moment. That's the second appearance of the anomaly. Two very different acts, a signature limit, a photography correction, both function as the same kind of tool. Not punishment. Not anger. A quiet redrawing of the line between what an artist owes the public and what an artist owns. The online reaction to both stories followed a similar shape, too, which says something about what audiences are actually rewarding right now. Commenters praising the principal story focused less on the autographs themselves and more on the loyalty behind them, the idea that fame hadn't erased Zhang Linghe's sense of who helped him get there. Commenters responding to Tian Xiwei's video used words like composed, dignified, and self-possessed, framing her calm tone as the real story, more than the photographer's behavior itself. In both threads, audiences weren't rewarding confrontation. They were rewarding control, the ability to hold a boundary without turning it into a spectacle. That's worth noting, because it runs against the instinct that celebrity stories need conflict to travel. These two stories weren't fueled by outrage. They were fueled by restraint. This doesn't mean every artist handles boundaries this cleanly, and it doesn't mean the industry has solved its image rights problems. Paparazzi-style photography aimed at extracting compromising angles is still a documented, recurring issue across Chinese entertainment, and autograph resale remains a persistent grey market problem that individual policies can only partially contain. One calm sentence and one short guest list don't fix either issue at a systemic level. What they do show is a narrower, more concrete pattern: two artists, in two unrelated moments, choosing precision over generosity when generosity risked being turned into something they didn't intend. It's worth asking why these particular moments landed the way they did, instead of disappearing the way most routine fan interactions do. Part of the answer is timing. Both clips arrived at a point when international audiences have grown increasingly attentive to how entertainment companies handle image rights, where publicist-controlled statements are the norm and unscripted boundary setting by the artist is rarer. Watching an actress correct a photographer in real time, without a publicist stepping in first, reads differently than a press-released apology would. It feels unmediated, which is exactly why it traveled. The freelance photography economy surrounding events like the one Tian Xiwei attended is worth understanding, because it explains why a single low-angle shot can escalate into an industry conversation. Independent photographers who supply candid images to fan pages and gossip aggregators are often paid per exclusive angle, which creates a direct incentive to chase increasingly invasive shots. That incentive existed long before this event. What changed is that the subject of it addressed it directly, instead of letting her team handle it afterward through a statement. Fans online were explicit about wanting that pattern to continue, calling for images shot from these angles to be declined and their redistribution refused at the source. Zhang Linghe's situation runs on a quieter version of the same economics. A signed photo has resale value the moment it leaves the artist's hand, and that value only grows with scarcity. A blanket policy limiting bulk requests isn't really about the school, or even about this one principle. It's a standing rule designed to prevent exactly the kind of secondary market that turns a gesture of goodwill into a line item on a resale platform. Seen that way, the two-photo compromise wasn't a smaller gift. It was the version of generosity that couldn't be repackaged and sold. That's the number that shrank from 30 to 2, and the sentence that stayed the same both times it was said. Neither was dramatic. Neither was designed to make headlines. But together, they point at something real happening quietly across the industry, artists and their teams treating image control not as an afterthought, but as its own kind of professional skill. Not a wall. A setting. Adjusted, on purpose, one interaction at a time. If you like entertainment stories that go beyond the headline, the kind that look for the quiet signals most coverage misses, Rabbit News Hallyu was built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.